Welcome back, everybody. This is PG here, and we're going to go ahead and kick off the end of the week with some PvP action. Just real quick, I know it's been maybe about a week since I've last put anything up. I do apologize for the delay in videos. In the process of moving, which I was doing earlier, I managed to get myself sick. So I couldn't really do much recording because I sounded like complete garbage. I'm still kind of getting over it a little bit here, but hopefully I don't cough at you guys too much during the video. Alright, so basically what we're doing is we're going to go ahead and test out our nice lightning sword with that nice ring that we were showcasing earlier. It's just going to give us a little more lightning damage to our weapon. So without too much delay, here we are into our first world. Although I do plan on using some of the weapons from the DLC, I don't want to make like too big of a thing out of it. I don't want it to take from the already spectacular set of weapons that you can have in Dark Souls. So although I do plan on, showcasing the weapons, I don't think I'm going to be using them continuously. So right now we are fighting a really high level red guy. That dude from the Red Covenant is obviously a very high level. You can tell by the fact that he's pink and has a bit of a almost like an aura around him. He's not doing too good right now. We managed to get some strong attacks off and even a parry. But he's just refusing to die, which is really annoying. So, although I do love the Avalon, I've found that bows are still really strong and really effective. So I wanted to showcase a little bit of bow action. So if you see me fucking around with my bow a lot in this episode, it's just me trying to figure out a good viable strategy with the bow. So here we go. We finished off the first guy. We didn't really lose any health, so we're pretty much good to go into this next fight. This guy seems to have some projectiles as well as a thrusting weapon. We don't like that. Thrusting weapons in this game are super frustrating because they have a very wide hitbox. Now, keeping in mind that thrusting weapons are very narrow, like the weapon he's using and the weapon I'm using, they both have very, very tiny tips to them. But in this game, they have a very wide hitbox to a point where you can actually hit them on pretty much a good foot to either side of them and still manage to do damage to them, which is really frustrating, especially if you're in a really competitive match or if you just don't like the person you're fighting. But anyway, this guy right here is giving us a bit of a headache. He's really doing good on defending, but as you can see, once we actually do hit him, he cannot take much punishment. So we're hoping that we just have more health than him and that we can kind of just tank a couple hits. Although we're not wearing the armor for that. Oh, that works too. He fell in lava. No big deal. Not worried about it. I kind of didn't want you guys to sit there and watch me heal. I don't know. I think we only won like 1 or 2 more matches in that guy's world. Anyway, boring healing. Not really worth making you guys sit through. So here we are. We're in this guy's world. Right now it kind of just looks like I'm running in circles like an asshole, but I was actually checking around to make sure he didn't have a phantom. Just one of those things that you kind of learn to do. So this guy is using a thrusting weapon. I think that's a rapier of some kind, I don't know. He's also really trying to get a backstab in. But it looks like just about every time this guy's coming into attack, we are just fast enough to deliver some good counter damage. And there goes the fireball. I've noticed that that fireball is really not overused, but a lot more people are learning how to avoid it now. So it might be time to switch out our fire attack to something a little bit more uncommon, different, anything like that. But here we go into our next match. This guy thought he was going to stop me from using all my spells and magic, so we went ahead and blasted him in the face with Fireball. Now, if you notice, he is using Mothra's sword, the Grave Warden Ultra Great Sword, whatever it's called. He's not doing too good of a job with it. But keep in mind that he doesn't have to be good with that sword to win. That sword does so much damage that even if he only hits me with it once or twice, we could be looking at a really close match. So we definitely want to take advantage of his wide swings and his slow swing patterns. Scared him with the warmth spell right there, just for fun. And now, I kind of wanted this guy to go back and heal. I was hoping he would go chill by the warmth, because he is fun to fight. But it kind of just seems like he is just going on a swing frenzy. So he's really close to death. As you can see, one hit takes about a quarter of my health. That's just not what we want. There we go again. We're almost dead. Like I said, it only took about 2 hits and we're already super low on health. Go ahead and take a little trade off on arrows and things. Now he wants to chase me down, but luckily we have the bow and we're a little bit lighter than he is. Switch to our sword, catch him off guard. He had the slower weapon. He really didn't stand a chance. Go ahead and shrug it off. Alright, so fast forward. The host couldn't get anybody to come into the world. So, like a good host would, gonna go ahead and fight. And really is rare that you see good hosting like this, so I really want to give this guy props. You really never see this kind of a thing. Usually a host would rather jump off the bridge into lava than actually have to stand up and fight. And it's really annoying to me because hosts are, well, in Dark Souls 1 at least, hosts were very, very skilled players that just, wanted to give other guys a chance to fight or give people a safe place to fight. So it just really threw me off that in Dark Souls 2, the hosts are complete garbage. They're the worst. I mean, I've fought against hosts that couldn't get anybody into the world, or just to be an asshole, I've jumped in and gotten into a fight with a host, and they suck. I mean, there's no way around it. Like, they're garbage. They run away, they heal, they try to summon friends, they do everything they can to not have to fight. And so that kind of thing just really, it makes me kind of sad almost that they're getting all these free souls from good players actually fighting. And, all they have to do is sit there. And a lot of the times, if I know that the host is horrible, I'll jump in and kill the host. Not to be a total dick, maybe it does make me a bad Dark Souls player or whatever it may be, but I just can't stand it when you're playing for somebody and giving them free souls for your hard work and your well-made character, and they suck. Why would you want to give that guy souls? Because they're the people that go ahead and level their character up to level 600, 700, and then they come back and they ruin other people. It's kind of pointless. They didn't earn the souls. They're not good at the game. They don't deserve to advance. That's just kind of my theory on it. I don't know. Maybe that seems a bit rude. I'm not sure, but I just don't like playing for people that aren't good. So a lot of the times, if I'm in the game and I meet a host and the host is willing to fight me, just off of that alone, even if the host sucks, but the host is willing to fight me, I'll gladly let that guy summon me again. But if I know the host sucks, and if I know the host isn't ever going to be willing to fight, I will flat out fuck with the host. I really don't care. And I'll show you that later. I come across a host that I don't know him, but he's a host that I had actually been summoned by in a previous build. So basically, I know that this guy isn't any good. I know that he doesn't fight, and I know that he's kind of a poor sport. He gets really upset and sends people hate mail all the time. So later on in this, you'll see. I just start fucking with one of the hosts, and it's nothing against him. It's just as you'll see later on, it's really just sad almost. The fact that he lets me do all kinds of crazy shit in his world, and as long as I keep getting him souls, he doesn't care. So here we are. We're in our next world, next fight. Looks like we already got a couple people fighting, so we're gonna step off to the side. Let's see. It looks like these guys are semi-evenly matched. I would say the dagger build is getting played up pretty well here in Dark Souls 2. Really fast build. Basically, you dual wield daggers. You get into the power stance, and it really does you can pretty much do a shitload of damage. Basically, it's the new Kessis build of Dark Souls. Mainly because, as we all know now, that the Kessis build is horrible. Now, the host just watched me totally destroy somebody in the worst, rudest way possible. He doesn't try to attack me. He doesn't pull out a sword. He doesn't defend the integrity of the tournament that he's trying to hold. All he does is look for more people. So, keeping that in mind, I'm just going to keep shooting him with arrows. I'm attacking this guy. I'm doing everything I can to give him all kinds of headaches and problems. And he doesn't do shit. He literally lets me shoot him with arrows as he rolls around like an idiot. So he summoned someone else. Right now, this host is hoping one thing. He's hoping that he can find someone strong enough to kill me so that I stop fucking with him. And in this little backstab competition I just got into with this guy, he didn't know that I was a little bit better at rolling. And basically, this is another high-level red character. Not really impressed by the Red Covenant anymore. It seems like their higher-level players are really not that good outside of the tournament area for some reason. So, I just destroyed that guy. The host could have jumped in. The host could have done anything, really, but seeing how all he wants is souls, he doesn't care. I'm going right back to killing the host. He's running around like an idiot. And again, he doesn't care that I'm doing this. He doesn't care that I'm making him waste all of his Estus. All he cares about is that there's someone strong in his world that is getting him souls. And that's really pathetic to me. I mean, look at this. I mean, he has every ample opportunity in the world to get me out of his world by fighting me or teaming up with someone else to fight me. I mean, he has options. But nope, he just wants souls, so he's going to roll around like an idiot and let me shoot him with arrows. So, punch build came in to defend the host. Now, this punch build is using poison. So right about now, he thinks he has me on the ropes in terms of poisoning me. So what we want to do is keep clipping him with some good damage. And the initial swing is meant to get him to roll. It's the secondary swing that we want to land. So we're throwing out feints to catch him with secondary shots. And I was really hoping that urn would land. It's been a while since we killed anybody with one of those. We're going to drop the lock on, get it back, and finish the match. Now look at my health. I have just about half health. The host could be attacking me right now. He could be doing everything he wanted. He could run up and backstab me after the match, knowing full well that the minute that other guy dies, I'm going to kill him. But no, he just wants to run and hide and summon more people for me to fight. So, what is that? That's like fucking 3 people I've killed in this guy's world. He should know by now that these people aren't going to kill me. He should know by now that I'm either a decent player or I'm just getting lucky. Either way, he should really strive to take me out. So here we go again. That guy did not stand a chance. And here we go again. We're right back shooting the host. Now, if you guys have been keeping count, I've made this guy waste, I would say, 6 Estus flasks, maybe? I would go out on a limb and say this guy probably has maybe 10, maybe 12 Estus flasks. So basically about half his Estus flask is just down the drain at this point. And he's still just rolling around. Now, about now is when I'm thinking he can't find more people to summon. So I'm really just going to put on some more pressure. Hopefully fuck this guy up. Now, I can tell he's low on Estus because he keeps running by my my casting of Warmth, hoping it'll give him some health back. But Warmth is gone now. I really do hate the backstab animation in this game. As you can see, I'm cornering him. I'm pretty much doing everything I can to get this guy to finally decide to fight. Now, I've brought this guy to death, like pretty much right on the verge of death, 6 or 7 times. Pretty much before and after every single fight that I've done in his world. He's watched me kill multiple people, and instead of fighting, he just wants to chill, be a coward. But I think right about here, you can tell he's got his sword out now. There we go. Look at him. He's finally deciding to fight. And look, he even does about half of my health. But because his health is low, now he's afraid to fight again. He's so afraid to die. That's what bothers me. It's just like, dude, it's a game. And so he's going to keep running. If he got me with another string of attacks, he really could have ended this. I was not even trying that hard to beat this guy because I was having fun. I was just chasing him around, having fun. And instead, you know, he runs, he heals. That's what he wants to do. It's just really kind of sad almost. This is the common host in Dark Souls 2. So for all you guys that play, and I'm sure you've experienced this, this is hosting in Dark Souls 2. This is the guy you are helping every time you lay down your red sign and have a really good match. This is the guy you're helping. This cowardly loser that doesn't know how to play, has 0 skill level, and would rather let me shoot him in the back with arrows than actually fight. So, I mean, just look at this. I would say it's comical, but it's actually really, really annoying to me. So, go ahead and finish him with an arrow. Alright guys, this is going to pretty much be the end of this video.